Oh, hello. Yeah, please come in. It's fine. Don't worry. How are you feeling today? Ah, okay. Well, I'm really glad to hear that. Sure, yeah. Please take your seat. The armchair will do just fine, but we also have a pretty comfortable sofa there, so whatever you like better. Sure. Yeah, we just want you to feel really comfortable today, and it's really, really great that you actually made an appointment. And I know that very often it might take a lot of courage from the patients to make an appointment with a therapist, especially for the first time. So that's really, really great. You made this first step. Yeah. Okay. So I just want you to feel really comfortable. So you can sit, you can lie on the sofa, whatever you like better, whatever works best for you. So yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, I will just confirm some of your personal data. I believe we have all of it, but just could you please remind me your name? Great. Yeah. And then your last name. Exactly. Okay, great. Well, I suppose that all the rest is fine. Yeah. So, right, you filled in everything at the reception desk, so I believe that doesn't make sense to confirm like your email and phone number and stuff like that, right? Okay. Well, great. So, how are you feeling today? I believe that I have already asked you, but now could you please tell me in more detail? Yeah, like what's your mood today, and just in general. Right. Yeah. Could you please tell me if that is your mood that you usually have? Does it change often? Would you call yourself a moody person? Do you have these emotional swings throughout the day? Yes. Yeah. All of this is really, really important. Yeah. And if we want to analyze the issues on a really profound, deep level, that would be great to discuss everything in detail. So you can give me answers like yes, no, but you can also give me really detailed answers. Please don't hesitate to tell me whatever you think might be important. Yeah, sure. So once again, like here, when it comes to your psychological, your emotional state, there are no like some unimportant or redundant details, right? So please don't hesitate to tell me whatever you think is important. And even if you think, if it seems to you that it's something like insignificant, you can still tell me, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, so we were talking about everything related to you, the way you feel lately, the way you've been feeling, your mood and stuff. What do you think, on the scale from 1 to 10, how often do you have those emotional swings and changes of mood and stuff? Yeah, like throughout the day, how many times it can happen to you, or just you can assess the general frequency. Yeah. Okay, let me take it down. Just a moment. Yeah, right. Okay. Now I get it. It's totally fine. There is no such thing as like something normal and something like abnormal. I mean, when it comes to that, so it's not like your like physical health only when you can evaluate. It's very like you know, specifically, exactly, and you can see if it's like, you know, above what is normal or below. So in this case, it's just what it is, right? Okay, I get it. And what do you think? What causes these changes of mood and stuff? What would be the main reason in your opinion? And can you actually like track this reason of what would it be? Or in general, it's really hard to understand for you, like what is the reason of these swings. Okay, yeah, it's really interesting because very often people don't even think about it, right? Like whatever would be the reason for that and stuff. So yeah, sometimes we might know it, but we don't really realize that. Sometimes we don't even know it. So yeah, like that's why I'm asking. In general, in your opinion, what is like the strongest emotion that is recurring like throughout the day? For some people that would be anger, for some people that would be some like feeling of anxiety, for somebody that would be something really like nice and I don't know, like feeling like thrilled or excited about something. So whatever it is for you, what do you think is the most frequent emotion you feel throughout the day? Yeah. Right. Okay. And then on the scale from 1 to 10, again, how would you like actually, how would you you know, rate it? So how strong is it? How intense is it? And is it like, does it always have the same kind of the same level of intensity, or like once again it can be different depending on some factors? What do you think? Okay, got it. How do you usually deal with these emotions you have, if you have to, if they are like really overwhelming like you said? So in this case, what would you do? Do you try to switch to something else? Do you try to let yourself like feel it? Yeah, like very often, very common situation is when people are kind of like afraid to feel really strong emotions, and they wouldn't let themselves do so, like live through it. So in many cases they would just try to you know, kind of like turn it off. Yeah, but doesn't always work this way, and so then it's accumulating all this stress and stuff. So yeah, later the consequences might be not very nice. Right. Okay. In general, what do you think helps you relax best, in your opinion? What would it be? Yeah. Okay. I got it. And so then, what do you think in like when it comes to you know, dealing with some issues, with some problems you might have? Who would you share that with? Like whenever you feel like you need some help, who would you share with? Would you rather discuss something with your friends or your significant other, or maybe your parents, family, siblings? Okay, well, let me take it down. In general, do you actually think you have this need to share with somebody? Because there are people for whom it might be really difficult to share their emotions, their feelings with somebody else, and there are people who would be like maybe feeling the need to do so, but you know, being either like too shy or not being able to trust somebody. So it can be very different actually. How would you rate your actual need to share with somebody else? Whatever it is, something good, something bad, something that happened to you. Okay. Do you usually feel better after talking, discussing the problem with somebody? No, I understand, sure. Yeah. Okay. And now I have another question, like, what do you think? Are you a good listener? Do your nearest people usually share with you when it comes to you? There are like emotions, feelings, just some random stuff happening. Okay. Right. Would you call yourself a trustworthy person? Okay, well. And do you think you have many trustworthy people in your life? Many people surrounding you whom you can trust easily? Right. Would you think, like, what are the criteria? How can you actually see if you can trust the person or not really? If you would trust somebody or not? What would you take into account? What matters to you before you can be really open with somebody? Okay. Okay, makes sense. Right. Well, I like your way of thinking. Anything else you could think of? Anything else that would make you either trust somebody or like okay. Well, all right. And then what do you think when it comes to dealing with different like problems, issues, whatsoever? In this case, once again, would it be easy for you to ask for help if you need it, or would you try to solve the issue all by yourself? So, do you think that asking for help makes you some kind of helpless person? Would it make you look weak or something? Well, that's kind of interesting, you know. I guess that asking for help and being able to realize that you might not be either competent in something or really like good at doing something or simply like needing assistance or help, so that actually takes quite a lot of courage, right? So okay, well, and what do you think when it comes to, you know, like when it comes to asking for help and stuff, who would be the first person you would address in this case? Okay, well, Have you ever had to reject somebody when they asked you for either like help or any kind of favor and something like that? Do you feel that rejecting somebody in that, like refusing from helping somebody and or like supporting somebody in some way, would actually make you like a worse person? And how easy is it for you to, like say no to somebody, whatever it is, whatever they are asking for? If you don't feel like doing that, would it be easy for you to say no to them, or would you rather do something unwillingly, like not wanting to, but I don't know, like being afraid to make somebody feel upset or something? Well, that's very common. I guess that's now, it might take quite a lot of time from somebody to actually learn to say no without remorse and stuff. So, yes, I totally get it, but that's life. And how do you feel when you get rejected in that? Do you easily feel like frustrated, upset, disappointed, or would it be all right for you? How easily do you accept like when people refuse from doing something you want them to? Okay. No, that's fine. Like I said, you can tell me anything. There are no like some redundant details or something like that, so just yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, I get it. I understand, yeah. Right, then what do you think when it comes to like actual friendship and stuff, how important is it for you? What do you think? What is some kind of like, what is the most important relationship for you right now in your life? And how invested are you in that relationship? I mean, like emotionally invested. So, in your opinion, of course. Okay. And how would you rate the same of the other person involved in this relationship? So, okay. So, like, what do you think? Are you more of a giver, like, yeah, or a person who would rather, like, take something? Okay. Yeah. What makes you think so? Alright, well, now I get it. Okay. And going back to these emotions and stuff, what do you think? Which is the emotion that is really like hardest to deal with for you personally? What would it be? Yeah. When was the last time when you felt this way? What happened back then? What was it? Something? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I got it. It's alright. I understand. Yes. Right. And then what do you think, in general, have you had a lot of experience of such cases? Like, how often did it happen before? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, and you know, what I was about to ask you is like, what do you think in general, when it comes to a relationship of different kind, yeah, with people, whatever it would be, like friendship, romantic relationship, like parents, children, and stuff. So, how easy is it for you to actually interact with people and to go along with somebody? So, mhm, yeah. So, would you describe yourself as an easygoing person? Okay. In case some like quarrel argument happens, then would you be the one to make this first step? How easy do you actually make it up with people? Mm. Or would you rather be the one to hold the grudge for a long time? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's like, once again, whatever you say is totally fine. There is no like good or bad in this respect. So it's just what you feel. So, mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Right. And then what do you think? Like, can you get easily upset? So, would you describe yourself as a sensitive person? Mm-hmm. Okay. And why is that? Okay. In your opinion, have there been any cases, any situations when you were like unreasonably emotional? I mean, like when you would be overreacting to something. Mm-hmm. And was it easy for you to admit it later that you overreacted, or like would you try to prove that to Leanne that that was quite like, you know, fair reaction to something? Well, once again, there are no like stuff is overreacting when it comes to that. It's just like the way you feel, but mm-hmm. So, like I said, it's neither good nor bad. It's just the way it is. Okay, let me take it down. Mm-hmm. Good. No, please, no worries about that. Seriously. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well then, when it comes to your like actual attitude towards life and stuff. Would you personally call yourself an optimist or pessimist? Do you think that you're more of a realist? And what is the golden middle in your opinion? Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to just let's say like seeing the world, yeah, through these like either pink glasses, or like when people have tendency to you know, see things like in a worse way than they actually are. So yeah. Right. And would you like to change that about yourself? Okay. Well, I see that. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you is like, you know, nowadays I can see people having a lot of pressure around, you know, being super efficient and stuff, yeah, being successful, like socially approved and so on. So what do you think? Do you ever feel that's like kind of like social pressure in any of those matters when it comes to anything like that? Okay. Yeah. So, in your opinion, when it comes to all these ambitions and desires you have, are all of them these like internally yours? So, what you really want in this life, or are any of them actually imposed to you by the society, in your opinion? Yes. And so, in this case, what do you think? Which of these goals that you have are really like the things that you want and need, and so that have nothing to do with what society expects of you? Right. Okay, so you know, let's make a list of, let's say, 5 things. Yeah, that will be like an example, and then as part of your homework you'll think of some more things, right? So 5 things that you needed to do or wanted to do, but that have been on your to-do list for too long and that you haven't accomplished them yet. Okay, so that would be 1. Okay. Number 2. Okay, that's very common. Well, number 3. Okay. Number 4. And finally number 5. Okay. Now, all these 5 things from your list that you have just enumerated, how would you rate them? Let's say like 1, that would be something that you don't really need to do and don't really want to do that much. Then number 2 would be something that you need to do but don't want to. And then number 3 would be something that you really want to do, but you don't need it badly. So yeah, something that is totally optional for you, right? So let's try to rate them, these 5 things that you have just mentioned. Let's rate them this way. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so number 1, that would be okay. Number 2, okay. The third one, right? Number 4, and finally number 5. So how desirable and actually necessary is it? And so now, looking at this list of 5 things, the way you rated them, I suppose that if it's like number 1, something that you don't really need that badly and something that you don't want that badly, so you can simply cross it out of your list so that it wouldn't take your mental energy, that it wouldn't really you know, overwhelm your here here with something not really that necessary and not something you want to do really. Then number 2 and number 3, right? So the way you rated them, well, you see, so if it is something that you need really badly but don't want that much, so if you need extra motivation, so just do it, you know. So that it wouldn't really hand upon you, and so that it wouldn't bother you that much. And then when it comes to something that you really want to do but don't need it badly, and you might be putting it off because it's not something of you know, this ultimate importance, then still you go for it and do it because this is something you truly want. So such exercises with making the lists of things that you like kind of like have to do but are procrastinating with or something like that, and then rating these things, it can help you and like visualize if you really need it badly and you simply need some kind of a stimulus, or like to, you know, make an effort and do it, or if you actually want it but you've been procrastinating because you think, I don't know, that you kind of like don't deserve it, or that it would be a waste of time or money or something. So still you have to go for it and simply do it because that's what makes us happy, right? So we cannot only do things we have to, so we also need to do something we want, we like, something that would make us happy, something to enjoy, right? And I mean, basically, if there's something you don't want to do really that much and you can live without it, then you can simply cross it out and forget it. And not be like overwhelmed all the time with these, you know, lists of things that you've got to do but you either can't or don't want to do them and stuff. Okay, so it's really good to like have this clear conscience. Well, anyway, I will give you these kind of home tasks so that you would think of some more things. Today we practiced with just 5 of them, but you can make a whole big list with like 20 and or whatever, as many as you can think of, as many as you can remember actually. And yeah, just try to rate them and see how actually important they are for you. Okay, well, anyway, then is there anything else you'd like to discuss, something bothering you and stuff? Well, so on the basis of your today's answers, we will think of some more exercises and activities that would help you, yeah, to get rid of this tension and anxiety and stuff. So yeah, it's totally fine. I really appreciate you being open about different things. And today we mostly focused on this like emotional part and a little bit of relationships and stuff. So like how easily you can set your boundaries and how you react to somebody doing that. Yeah, so in this case it's really important for you to be able to understand, right? So yes, totally. It's really great that we are kind of like on the same page, right? Well, so then I'll see you for the next session. You will just make an appointment at the reception desk. It's fine. Yeah, whatever time is better for you. And then we'll discuss some other things with you, right? But don't forget about your home task, okay? Well, I'll see you pretty soon. Have a good one. Thank you. See ya. Bye.